from the same community and thinks the same and believes the same and blah, blah, blah. So every single one of these men, I come from a war-torn country. I'm very traumatised. I can't sleep at night. I can't shit. But the solicitors know. So every one of them immigrants is on PIP. So now in our communities, you've got the young white lads who can't get the PIPs, who can't get this. Why? Because the majority of the briefs they're going to don't want them to get it. Why? Because they represent this. And whether you like this, that's the way it is. So when you've got young white kids or young black kids in your community, and you're sitting there seeing that Asian kid at 21 fly past in America, and you're thinking, I'm inferior to this. You don't realise he's got it on the drip because he's on the PIP. Do you understand what I'm saying to you? But it's the effect on the mind of the young white lad that they're less powerful than these. Because these have got all the money on the finance. These have got all the money on the education. And do you understand? They've broke us down on purpose. They've made us second-hand citizens in our own communities. Every shop you go into, who is it? Are you giving it to a Scouser? Are you giving it to a Manc? Are you giving it to some fella that came in the country 20 years ago and believes he's a Manc now? Some Pakistani fella? Is that who you've been making rich? Yeah. While that Scouser on the other corner, you'll avoid him. Okay. But you'll go and make rich, that's destroying your community. Layering over your girls, trying to entice them in for free sweeties. They do it in front of you, some of the dirty cunts, don't they, girls? You know, when you're in one of them shops. You see them, oh, you're alright, want some sweets? What do you think that is? Trust me, if you wasn't there, them sweets will be getting offered to her in the back. Bear all this in mind when you want to start thinking, we need you tonight. You need to start feeding and protecting your own people before you unite, mate. You need to start really understanding when I'm screaming, protect the children, protect the future. You're in your future, you haven't got one. What's it look like, kid? You're done, 35, 40. You're in your future. You should have done everything down there. You didn't. Look at the kids. How many have you brought in? How many kids have you brought in here? What have you sorted for them, lad? Got anything for them at all? Nothing. Why? It's going to crime and it's all gone to later. Didn't have that regular income coming into your bank every single month, which give you the opportunity to get a mortgage, and then 10 years later, there's a house for one of your kids. The kids of the future, if we've got kids growing up in our communities and they're witnessing the murder of fellow children, if we've got kids going to school and there's big ceremonies because a child's being stabbed to death, how do you think that kid's going to grow up? When they're getting home and they're seeing shootings all over the place and police sirens and scenes of crimes and people with no legs asking for the dinner money, how do you think your kid's going to grow up? Think about it. Who are they getting led by? The generation in front of them. Look out your window and look at the generation in front of your kids. Do you think they're getting led to a good place, your children? So why are you sitting there bone idlers and not trying to do what you can within your community to make it better for your children? Because they're not going nowhere. You're not no big millionaire, you haven't focused. You can't send your children off to a big posh place with safety and police in huge numbers. She's on that estate, on that street for the rest of her life, unless she smashes it. And that's what should be on your mind, not your football, not your clothes for Christmas. What's happening inside your kid? Is she already picking up insecurities? Is she already acting confused and alone? Address the shit, because it's the future. That child's not just affecting your life and her life and a sibling's life. It's affecting all our lives. Why? Because that one child, it's contagious. It's contagious. If you've got 5 kids out of 15 joining a gang of 13 now, you're going to have 15 out of 15 kids joining a gang in 10 years. And they'll be 10s. And this isn't exaggerating. I've warned you, going down the line within this decade, you're going to have children of 14 shooting dead kids. Why? Because the people that have got the responsibility within the criminal world have got no morals. And they'll stash that shit 2 foot from school. Do you understand what I mean? You're seeing it all of a sudden, aren't you? People, all these little gangbangers are panicking, encroach chats, they're all putting the firearms outside the gaffs and that in case it comes back, all mad shit like that. You're seeing more incidents where women and men and kids are finding mad shit stashed in parks and shit. Don't think all of them are being reported. It's like every crime. Not everyone's being identified. You know, some weapons have been found and they've gone into the hands of someone. You know what kids are like these days, don't you? On them games. You know, like on COD of War. You've got like 9-year-old kids on them games for 9 hours straight. You can tell you every gun model, what calibre of bullet it takes, where about in the world they come from. Do you understand? They can take one telescope off, put another one on, chip the clips. All this mad shit what they're learning on these games enables the mind to pick a gun up on the street and go and get the target to go with it. It'll be a bit moody for the first effort, but once he's got the feel of it, and no one really looks at that. We're all stuck on the knife crime because it's a serious matter. It's massive, the knife crime. But every young gangbanger that you're seeing now, smoking weed, listening to drill, dressing on this, participating in that, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, want a gun. Lower, 15. There's kids already getting lifed off in Liverpool at 15 and 16 for discharging firearms. As I say, it's a snowball effect. Starts here with possession, 1 kid. Snowballs 10 years later, 10 kids in possession, 1 shot dead. Snowballs years later, boom, 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 more dead, more dead. Do you understand? It doesn't stop till it crashes. And when it crashes, everything burns, mate. You can slow it down. And this is where people like me kick in. And others out there, we can slow that snowball right down. We can even get behind it. Start pushing it back. Where you get to 10 possessions again, instead of 10 murders a year. It can be done. But it can't be done with the strength and the spirit of one individual. And it can't be done with the strength and the spirit of 400 individuals up and down the country, separated. It can be done if you had 400 people up and down the country coming together with the same narrative, the same mindset. It can be done. A proper thing. Do you understand? At the moment, you've got people like me. Some have to be some have to set CICs up to be sponsored. Some are able to go into a proper charity mode, but I wouldn't go near them, really, because they're just money. And then you've got people like me who just do what they can with what they've got. There's loads of us. If we all came together, let the energy come together, the mind strength come together, you'll make a massive difference. But in the midst of all that, what prevents that? What prevents all the communities coming together? What prevents all, different individuals from different communities, different religions, different skin colours, different cultures, whatever? Division. Division. You might have a white lad doesn't want to be associating with a black kid. You might have a black kid doesn't want to be associating with a Muslim, an Asian kid. You might have an Asian kid don't want to associate with the white kid. And all that still exists. I know we're caught up on the religion division thing now, but when that goes quiet, which it will eventually, it'll always boil back down to the first tool they've ever used to divide us: race. If you come away from religion and focus on race and start thinking about unifying our races within our communities now, so when they do revert back to the number one tool they've always used, we're ready. We're too tight. We're not divided. We haven't been cracked open by the religion division. They haven't opened the gates to come in and completely destroy us. You know, there's a reason why they're screaming and keep on going on religion. Religion's not the first tool of division. Race is, and always will be. And when this event, look, it's going to die down. It always does. And then you'll see it again, like when they did. They tried to destroy it with religion in America. It never happened. They reverted back to race, invented BLM. Now I'm saying lives, the lives of the people of any skin colour, all need protecting. Do you understand? All our lives matter. And this is what they do to create that. It's the number one tactic for them. If we address that, religion won't matter. You know, if you took religion out the picture, there'd be mad things going on. And you'd have the same as like it's what it is in religion. You'd have some people just not getting involved because they're not that way. But then you'd have the minority groups, and I don't mean that in the way of race or where you're from in the world. I mean, within our communities, there's more good people than bad people. But the bad people will prey on that, and they're always louder, and it's always amplified more, and the fear ripple generates a lot more control and order. Do you understand what I'm saying? So it just goes off. And unless you're correct, if you don't fix the first step, you're never going to fix the second step. And if you look at the racial divide within our communities, I'm sweet. I might have had a little bit of shit in me as a kid growing up, but jail removed it completely. Why? Because some of the lads I fought back to back with in the system were black lads. And when I say back to back, I mean back to back. And that's what prison does. It removes all purposeful, implemented divisional tactics. When you go into prison, they're removed. Why? Because the condition's not the same in there like it is in society. You're not seeing every telly channel impacting on it, or you know, making you cast a doubt. Even little things that you see today, and you don't understand they're doing them to divide, but they are. You know, when you've got an advert on your telly, and you're seeing your telly awash with this type of advert now, and it's back down to division. And it's not about hating on anyone here, so don't think at all this is what it is. I'm just making a valid point. You will not see on your advertisements a white man with an Indian woman and half-caste kids. But what you're seeing right across your telly now is a white woman with a black man, Indian man, Asian man, and mixed race kids. Now, without you understanding this, in the children's mind, in your young white girl's mind, looking at that image, I'm not saying it's not okay, depending on how you look on it, what angle you're coming in on. You know, if you want your girl to grow up with a Caucasian husband and you want a Caucasian, doesn't mean you're racist. Just because you want to keep your thing Caucasian doesn't mean you're racist. It's what you're proud about, being that proud white man. Do you understand? There's nothing wrong with it. You've got proud black man, you've got proud white man. You see us all over the place, don't you? You've got proud Asian men. Do you understand? It's alright to be comfortable in your own skin. But the point I'm making, the globalist don't want us like this. They don't want that powerful white family. And a white family can be Ukrainian, it can be Russian, it can be Israeli, it can be Muslim, it can be Irish, Scottish, American. Do you understand what I'm saying to you? And that's what they want to break down. They want that mixed race European image in 50 years in Europe. So why are they sending all men then? If these are fleeing war, why are they sending all men? Where's the women and children? They're getting sent to create women and children. You need to wake them up to that fact. They've created major girls within our communities that are open to relationships with anything. Do you understand? You won't get one of us going near it, but that will. And this isn't me being derogative, I'm just telling you the straight up facts, mate. They're going to start impregnating your women. Whether you like that or not. There's loads of women out there that don't get looked at. Unless it's them. So just understand it's not race. I'm just understanding, I'm letting you understand the global agenda is to make all us European. The predictions are there. It's in your face. Them men are going to impregnate the white community. And if you look at, if you're old enough, you can look back over the decades and see how much dilution has came into the white race from other races. All that's purposely. And again, I'm not hating. It's just it's an observation, a valid observation. And if you think about what I'm saying and look at it, you'll understand it. All right, then. So look, you've got a population of beautiful Asian girls there. I only see Asian men tapping into them. No? Okay then. You've got a beautiful community of black women there, Afro-American women there, beautiful. I'm seeing the odd white man, not seeing an Asian man, an all black man tapping in. No? Yeah. I'm looking at pure, beautiful white women. Beautiful. You know what we're like. Beautiful. Angelic. Blue eyes. Crystal clear. Do you understand what I'm saying to you? I'm seeing Asian men, black men, whatever type man, tapping into our women. You have been for decades. Without you understanding that, that's diluting the bloodline. The bloodline comes from Ireland. That's why you've got over 300 plantations of men to completely... Every immigrant that comes from Ireland in 50 years' time will be half-caste. Normally, there'd be white Irish people or black Irish people. This is what they're doing for that European agenda. Do you understand? They want that mixed race European look. We're already getting called Europeans. Germany, Dutch, Spain, England, all of them, we're labelled European already. This is how blind you are to what they're doing. In the future, European is no white. And when you're seeing all this television and you're seeing all this thing getting placed into your kids' heads, big superstars, Hollywood, white actors with big black men, this isn't hating. Again, I'm just telling you how it's going.